The Marpi area is one of the most important tourist destinations on Saipan. It's famous for places like the Grotto, Bonsai, Bird Island, and Suicide Cliff. The area was one of the first stops for the Emperor of Japan's visit in 2005. It contains a stunning blend of both history and beauty, with wide open spaces and currently no power poles in sight. But at least some of that beauty is scheduled to change. A new public cemetery, currently under construction, will provide a final resting place for about 5,000 people. But the road to get there will soon be lined with unsightly power poles, and many want to know why these are necessary. Maeda Pacific is doing the construction.
We're going to install about 43 power pole. Then this place has power.
What do you need power for?
Okay, power needs for, because there is a bathroom here for pumping water for irrigation, because there will be a sprinkler system to be installed in here for the grass.
Photographer Del Benson is strongly against the installation of the new power poles.
Where's our vision and foresight for the future? If we're a tourism island, then we need to act the part, because with this it's going to be called ugly sticks out there and cutting more of our trees down and flame trees. From an aesthetic point of view, it's going to be horrendous. I mean, what's the point? Why do we need power out there? Can't we designate an area that is a retreat from this, that is attractive to our tourist industry?
Joji Semin has property alongside the newly scheduled power lines.
I think it would be nice to have it below ground because, we don't see any obstruction to the beauty of the place.
Is there any way to put the power underground instead of above ground?
In this side, the power is underground, but from the main source, we're going to use power pole.
Why use power poles? This is such a beautiful area. The power poles aren't always the best looking.
I think you're right, but power pole, it's a little bit cheaper.
But is it really cheaper, and has the beauty of the area been factored into the cost? Stan Good is the project manager, and he estimates that the cost of getting power to the site is about $200,000. Jim Thomas is part of a group that has put in wind turbines at Saipan Southern High School. He says the bonsai area is an ideal place for alternative energy. It's both windy and sunny.
There's not any reason why it wouldn't work, and there's definitely not any reason why there shouldn't at least be an evaluation assessment done to value the cost of the system installation versus the cost of trying to run, CUC utility power to that area, which is currently non-existent. That's going to be exorbitantly expensive.
Thomas says a combination of wind and sun should be more than adequate to power up the cemetery for a lot less.
To run a water pump that would supply water to bathrooms and toilet facilities, that would also have capacity to run a sprinkler to keep things watered and irrigated. And then even if there's a small chapel facility with some lights and or maybe some ambient lighting in different areas of the cemetery so that it's really not totally black dark at night, we're looking at a very minimal system.
CUC's Gary Camacho says the goal is to put power lines underground, and while CUC is not putting in these new above-ground power lines, they will be responsible for the maintenance once they are up, and that has an environmental group worried as well. Sam Sablon is the executive director of the Mariana Islands Nature Alliance, or MENA. She says power poles mean tree removal.
I think long-term planning. I think long-term planning, proper planning, they can save a lot of money by putting it underground. And also it's environmentally safe, I think, for the trees, because if they're going to plant the power poles there, that again would require another trees to be cut down, and I don't think our members are going to be happy with that.